And now a few words from the desk of incoming Illinois Land Title Association President Susan Higgins from Western Illinois Title Company.
Hi, I'm Susan Higgins, and I'm your newly elected president of the ILTA. Now, I was a huge proponent that we did not need to do a speech like this. Obviously, I lost because here I am. My hometown is Biggsville, Illinois, which is anything other than big. We live in West Central Illinois. I'm a stone's throw from Burlington, Iowa. I think in the last census, we were 278 people. Very small town, taught school for 20 years, junior high science, and then in the 2099-2000 school year, I had a couple of parents that asked if I'd be interested in doing title insurance. Didn't know what title insurance was. I was a school teacher. That's what my family does. But decided to take a shot. And I want to tell you, I still feel very blessed that I was able to teach school for 20 years, a profession that I absolutely loved. And now I've been in title insurance 20 years, a second profession that I absolutely love and I'm a huge proponent of. At this point, you're probably musing, who cares? Why is she telling us about her background? I believe that answer will be abundantly clear at the end of my message. You know, most people when they get into presidency have a platform. Well, I have two platforms. My first one is education, obviously. Sidney Howe was quoted as saying, the purpose of education is to turn a mirror into a window. Way more important to look outward than to concentrate a lot on ourselves. We have to look outside of our sphere to see where our leadership or our influence is going to be. No matter at what point you are in title insurance, there's much to be learned. If your interest focuses on legislation, we have an answer for that. If you are interested in communicating, you're a writer, you like the more creative things, we have an answer for that. If you're a closer and you're interested in settlement services, we definitely have an answer for that. ILTA at its core is an education dissemination organization because we have very many opportunities in education. The first one are designation classes. When I first became involved in title insurance, I was really kind of surprised to learn we had no licensing in the state of Illinois. Well, ILTA took care of that under the leadership of Linda Grahovic and a lot of others that were on that initial committee and continuing committees. We developed programs so that now we have Illinois title professionals and Illinois escrow professionals. So when we talk to our clients and our customers, we do have that designation, that shows we've gone that extra step to believe that our profession is very important. Title Matters, that's a monthly publication that we send out. The concept behind that is to keep you current on things that are going on in the title world. Webinars. You know, our underwriters put on webinars, but ILTA does webinars too. We've been pretty astute at getting those that are topically very important to what's going on in our world at this time. And then the annual convention, my favorite. Education here is formal. When you go to the sessions, when we have the speakers, when we have the panels. But you know what I get the most out of it is the informal education. When you're eating supper or you're hanging out with somebody that works in a different company, a different part of the state, maybe even has a different underwriter. Think of the different things that we learn just by being around those people. Dr. Seuss probably said it the best. The more you read, the more things you know, the more you learn, the more places you'll go. We cannot be stagnant. We have to keep education as forefront in our field. My second platform is going to be involvement. Marie Coven said, be passionate and be involved in what you believe in and do it as thoroughly and as honestly and as fearlessly as you can. You know, it's kind of scary to get involved in an organization that maybe you've really never had an involvement in before. Maybe you paid the dues every year or maybe your boss made you watch a webinar, but you really never knew what was going on behind those smoke and mirrors. You have that opportunity. When we have our quarterly meetings, we ask you to join us. Please come. I don't know what the future holds as far as if our meetings will be more online or be in person, but my prayer is that we'll be back to be in person, because that is really when it's the very best. Stephen Covey says, without involvement, there's no commitment. Mark it down, circle it, underline it. No involvement means no commitment. So make yourself involved. And maybe it won't be in the year 2021, but maybe it'll be soon. But we like to welcome everyone. The presidency for me is possible only because of whom I am surrounded. When they first asked if I would be interested in doing this, I had a lot of trepidation. Wasn't a lifelong title person, wasn't an attorney, because I believed you had to be an attorney to be the president. Was from a very small area, but I decided to give it a go. And the reason why I did is because of the outstanding people I have been surrounded with in this field. I'm only able to do this now because of the people directly that are going to be around me. Mary Pellegrini, Linda Grahovic, Tanya Story, Sue Humphreys, and Scott LeClaire. And the directors, Jason Holdmeyer, Lee Curry, Jack Bergeson, Julianne Chalakas, Stephen Kaya, Min Bowler, Amy Coates, and Aaron Jenner. But also beside them, the support that I get from my underwriters, the support I get from Mike Lane and Brian Wachewski, and my employees at Western Illinois Title that make it possible for me to be out of the office to do the things that I get to do with ILTA. Yes, I had trepidation, but I've put that behind me because of all that I've gained from having the involvement in ILTA, to be around those people that also have the same passion for the field I do. 2020, mostly into 2021, it's going to be a lot different world than we lived in March of 2000 of this year. As our industry has adapted, closings don't look like they did before. Often they might be car side or even remote. And more individuals than ever are working from their homes than ever before. But you know what continues? Our field. One thing's constant. The sales and the refinancing of real estate is continuing. Not going to stop. So we have to be here and be ready to do what we can to do what's best for our customers. We're considered essential workers. Let's face it, we always knew that. But now we've even been designated as essential workers. It puts light on our industry and how important this industry is. I'm proud of the key role that we and ILTA make working for our customers through it all. So my presidency will be marked with many firsts. No ILTA annual convention in July. Face masks being normal attire for many people. Many adaptations made at work, in the workplace and the workflow. But you know one thing that's going to remain constant? ILTA is here to work with you and for you to keep our industry strong. I thank you for this opportunity, and here's to a great year.